What's cracking, cousin? It's your favorite cousin, Ken here at the Lighthouse ATL. This is the Divine Feminine Headquarters, and yes, this is your favorite cousin, Ken from the YouTube channel, Can Be the Light. I know many of you are like, Ken, where you been? What's been going on? Well, I took 3 years off from work to work on myself. So no relationship, no job, no business, no nothing. Just strictly working on myself. And I have been guided to come back and help a powerful community of women that are deciding to do the same thing. No longer working hard, releasing all toxicity from your life, and connecting to your true divine feminine identity. I will be here every week, every Monday, with spiritual guidance for you ladies. I'm so excited to work with you, and congratulations to the new you. Hey cousin, it's your favorite cousin Ken here at the Lighthouse ATL. Okay, so today we are going to be talking about having real relationships. Let's have some meaningful relationships moving forward. It is 2024, and listen, many of us have relationships or have had relationships that were just blah, 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 okay? And I'm getting ready to tell you why a lot of our relationships are blah, 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 okay? So this is the message that Spirit is giving me, and actually it is something that I am actually working on in my own life. So, we all in this together. You're not alone. I'm doing the work right here with you, and as I learn, I teach, I share, I help. Any way that I can, I'm going to share what it is that Spirit gives me, because it's not just for me to learn. It's not just for me to evolve and to grow. It is for all of us, because we are one collective. Women, we are one collective group of people, all right? So when it comes to our relationships, a lot of times we are not having meaningful relationships, meaning we're not getting what we want. And men out there, sidebar, if the men are out there listening, even though I'm talking to the ladies, this message may be for you too. It's not just for women, but I specifically talk to women because I believe that women should help other women. That's just how it should go. I don't believe that women should lead other men. So if you're here, you can be here and you are family, all right? But I'm talking to women because I just believe that a woman that is in a leadership position, or that Spirit puts in a leadership position, that woman should solely be working with women. That's just how I feel, okay? So if you're here, this message is for you too, but I'm going to be referring to women because that is who I'm talking to, okay? That's who I'm directing the message to. So when it comes to relationships, all right, we have to be clear about what it is, first of all, that we want from the people in our life. A lot of times we are not clear about what it is that we want, how we want people to make us feel, and the purpose of having these relationships. So a lot of times we are just in relationships. We find ourselves in relationships. We have friendships. We fall into these friendships and partnerships, but we're not clear about the people that we want in our lives. So now that we are awakening. Yes, let me get it right. Hold on, y'all know my lips. Hold on. Now that we are awakening, and we are becoming the greatest version of ourselves, or we are on this path of self-mastery, self-discovery, and becoming the greatest version of ourselves, because Spirit is calling us up. Now we are more intentional. Now we are more clear about how we show up in the world, how people in our life are showing up, and we are making decisions according to what it is that we want. So the thing is, when it comes to our relationships, a lot of times we are not, number one, clear about what we want, and we're not honest. We're not honest. And it's not really our fault because, again, we did not know. A lot of us were not shown how to have proper relationships. We were not taught how to have proper friendships, the balance of giving and receiving. A lot of women especially are giving way too much to people. Way too much. Even the people in your life, your family, the people that are around you, you are giving too much to them, and they don't appreciate you because, listen, you're not supposed to give everything to people. Like, even the Most High, Spirit is not giving us everything that we want. We have to qualify for certain things. There are certain things that we must do. We have to be disciplined. So if Spirit requires us to be disciplined and to come up and to be different, then we should do the same thing for people in our lives. But we're not doing that. No mas, okay? No ma'am, no ma'am, no ma'am. We're not. We're just saying, oh, I love this person, and this person is my mama or my daddy or my sister, my brother, my cousin, my friend. This is my man. I'm choosing this person. I love them. So that means I give them everything that I got. And then we get upset when they take everything that you have and they keep taking and taking and taking and taking and taking and taking. And we have the same repetitive conversation with these people. You know I'm talking to. And men out there too. Y'all know. You keep having the same conversation with people and they're listening to you. They're looking at you, blinking their eyes, okay? Blink, 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 okay? Like they understand, but they really don't. They don't get it. They don't understand where you're coming from at all. And I'm here to tell you that if you have to constantly keep telling people how to treat you, how to show up in your life, what you expect, if you have to keep having that conversation, then I'm here to let you know that that person, they're just not at the level of awareness to be able to comprehend what you're saying and what you want. And they're not wrong, because we all have been there. We have all been in a dark place where we just don't know. There are people in your life, they just don't know. And you talking to them and trying to tell them is not going to get them to understand it. They have to feel something, okay? It's just like with us. We don't make changes in our life until we feel something. And this is the reason why Spirit will allow certain things to happen to us, all right? Remember, Yahshua, baby, them dark forces were sent for him. God allowed that. Spirit allowed that because you have to go through the challenges. So if we are trying to save every single person in our life from experiencing challenges, we're not helping them. It doesn't help them because they're not feeling the struggle that they need to feel in order for them to make a decision. If it's too comfortable, then why do they need to change? And women, we have it bad, especially when it comes to men. We feel like if we give them everything that they want, we're going to be everything that this man wants. He's not going to want nothing after he get done with you, baby. We think that that is going to make the man faithful. We think that that's going to make the man commit. And y'all let me know, okay? Leave it in the comments. Is that working for us? Is it working? For us to be there for the men and trying to be everything that they need, is that working for us? It's not working for us. It's not working for them. It's not working for nobody. I'm here to let you know. And the reason why it's not working is because there's no challenge. There's no challenge. And I know we hear this all the time, like men love challenges. They need challenge and all this other type of stuff. But it's not even like you're just, playing this game or giving them a challenge. You're not playing a game. You just have to have boundaries. You have to have limits on how much you're going to give. You have to observe the man. Observe him and see, what does he deserve? And you will be able to tell right away if this man is deserving of more of your time. A lot of women will get a man's phone number, or a man will get your phone number, and you're instantly out with this man all the time. He can call you every single time he wants to. Whenever he's ready to take you out, he can take you out. Whenever he don't want to go with you, he's okay to not do that either. And you're waiting by the phone, waiting for him. No, ma'am. No. You should have your own life and your own things going on. And even if you don't have your own things going on, at least make it seem like you do. Every time the man calls you, he should not be able to access you because, listen, your time is more precious than anything that you have. So if you're giving this man all of this time, then he has complete access to you for what though? Okay? And y'all know that hood gonna slip out. But why? Why does he have the right to all of your time? And I know women, we want to be in these relationships. I get it. But if you don't have any boundaries, if you don't have anything going on for yourself, if you don't have self-love, This is the reason why men are not attracted to the women, because the women are just there waiting, begging, energetically begging for these relationships. And the men know it. But hold on. How is it that these men are reading the women and playing the women when we are the one that was gifted with the intuition? It don't make no sense, okay? So we need to flip the script, all right? We need to get back into our position of power, because there was a time when men knew that they had to court a woman. They knew they had to do certain things in order for her to even be in their life. They knew they had to have a job. It's women out here dating men and they don't even have a job. They don't have a business. They don't have a career. They have nothing going on. That type of man needs to be 100% single. Who is dating the man that doesn't have his life together? Many women are doing it. And it's not their fault. It's not their fault. They just need to figure it out. But if women are making it so comfortable for him or the men out there that don't have jobs and are not applying themselves, if we're making it so comfortable for them to be the way that they are, then guess what? They're going to keep being that way. But when women decide, listen, if you don't have your stuff together, if you don't have a car, if you don't have the basic necessities, I'm not even talking to you, then men will start to do better. Because listen, a man's weakness is always going to be a woman. Always. And women, we have to be responsible for the fact that we are helping these men to fail. We're helping them to fail. We're not helping them to succeed, because we're not being the powerful women that we were created to be. We're not. We're allowing them to play these mind games and manipulate us and put us in these horrible situations and think that that's love. No, it's not. It's not love. It's not love at all. And in fact, a lot of us find out after years of being in a relationship with a person that you didn't love that person at all. And that person didn't love you. You were just in the relationship because you got in the relationship. Again, just falling into a relationship. But we learn. And when we know better, we do better. So when it comes to relationships, we have to be honest and clear about what we want. And we have to be honest with the people that are in our lives. If you are in a relationship right now, or if you have people in your life, and I'm just not talking about a spouse, I'm talking about anybody. This can be your father, your mother, your sister, brother, cousin, friend, don't matter. If you know that there are people in your life that are not doing their best, they're not applying themselves smoking, all right? You have to be honest. And there has to be a balance of care and candor. I love when I read that. I read that in, what's the name of the book I read? Okay, How Successful People Lead by John C. Maxwell. That is, listen, John C. Maxwell, listen, all his books are fire, especially when it comes to leadership and life lessons. But he said that in his book, like, you cannot be a leader, a successful leader, or even a partner if all you're doing is caring for people. You want to build this team, you want everybody to be family and all of that. That's not enough. That's not going to get it. Because if you're just family and everybody's just, so close and so cool and we have this community, then people just do whatever they want to do, just like family, okay? They come to work when they feel like it. They barely do what they need to do when they come. And they feel like, oh, we're family, we have a community, and it doesn't really matter. I do whatever I need to do. But that's not how it works. That's not how successful people lead. If you want people to work and do what it is that they need to do, or even when it comes to your relationships, if you want to have successful relationships, then yes, you want to build this loving family and community, but you also have to have candor, which is being open and honest about what you expect. You have to be clear about that, because those same people in your life, when they go to their job, they're not doing that. Or if they had a job, they wouldn't be doing that. They know that they need to be on time, so they come on time. They know that they have a certain time to take their lunch break, so that's when they take their lunch break. They know what it is that's expected of them, and they do it. Because the job, the boss, the supervisors are going to tell them, this is what we expect. And if you don't do this, you're out. Period. And that's how we have to be with relationships. Yes, we want love and we want community and family and all those things. We all desire that. That's what we desire on a soul level. But we can't leave out the candor and the open honesty about what it is that we expect. And people have to know that you're the type of person that although you love them, although you care about them, you'll be there for them. If they are not doing certain things, if they are showing up a certain type of way, if they're living their life however they want to live it, then you will not be a part of their reality. That's just keeping it real. And when people know that you're like that, they don't play with you. I remember somebody telling me, like, you can only play a game with somebody that's a game, cuz you can't play no game with somebody that's not a game. You can't play a game with me if I don't think that I'm a game. But people out here getting played, especially women, because they see you as a game. You talk a lot, you yell a lot, you scream a lot, but you ain't doing nothing about what it is that you want. You're afraid to pull the trigger, meaning that when you know somebody has crossed the line with you, you won't even do what it is that you need to do to protect yourself. That's like letting somebody come smack you upside your head and you ain't do nothing about it. You sit up there screaming, talking about, you hit me one more time. I promise you, you got one more time to hit me. You got one more time. Let me quickly. You got one more time with your hands over me and they hit you upside your head again. And all you do is like, ooh, hit me again. That's what's happening with the people in your life. They keep on doing this. And then you just say, I promise, I'm done. I am done. And women, stop saying you're done. Just stop saying you're done, because you're not done. If you're not done with this person or anybody in your life, I ain't even gonna say it's a romantic partner, whoever it is, if you are not done, don't say you're done. Because the moment you start saying that you're done and you're not coming back and you keep coming back, this person knows you a game. I'm your cousin. I'm going to keep it 1,000 with you. This is the candor that I'm talking about. Because even though I love you and I'm always talking about join our community and let's be family and let's work together and let's heal together and all these things. Yeah, we're going to do all that. But at the end of the day, I would not be helping you if I just let you just continue to do the things that you're doing that I know is putting you in a position that you in and you don't want to be there. So if I can see, which you know I can, all right, I can see what it is. So why not tell you? This is the reason why your relationships are not working. You're too nice, gullible, and you're letting people just run all over you because you feel like you have the power to help them past them helping themselves. If the Most High is not saving them and helping them, then why are you trying to play God helping somebody who don't want to be helped? There are people in your life that don't want your help, even though they're asking for it. Even though they're asking you for money, they could be asking you for something, but they don't want it. They don't. And furthermore, they don't need it. Because I promise you, whatever you give them that they asking you for, they're going to come back and ask you again. You want to know why? Because they ain't applying themselves. And they know that they can go to you and they can just juice you for whatever it is that you want, even if it's just your energy. You got friends that just want to call you and talk to you all day about their problems. But then when you get ready to start talking about what's going on in your life, they not even interested in what you got to say. They talking to somebody in the background. Hey, hold on, girl. Wait a minute. Wait a minute. After they done sit and talk to you 30 minutes about stuff going on in their life. And you giving them good feedback. You, girl, let me tell you what you need to do. Yeah, I got you back. Yeah, let's go out to eat. You there for them. But when she call you and you going through a struggle, is she there listening to you? Girl, I don't even know what to say. That's crazy. Ain't got nothing to say. But you allow this type of person in your life. Why? Why? Just ask yourself these questions. Why? And with the men in your life, a lot of women, you're giving all your energy up. all your energy. And these men will take your energy and run with it. Okay? Take all your good energy and run with it. And some of them will go take your good energy and go give it to another woman. This is deep. This is serious. And if this man is not committing to you, meaning that he has not decided to marry you, commit to you, and be with you, not because of you, but because of spirit, because of his connection to spirit, he's not going to do anything other than what he wants to do unless he has guidance from spirit. So when a man is connected to spirit, the source, God, the all, he's going to treat you well because he knows that he is being watched by spirit and he cares. But if you got a man that don't even care and have a relationship with the source, that's a dangerous man. And women are out here getting played left and right. You're getting your energy sucked out of your left and right. Especially those of you that feel like you want to go date somebody else that looks different from you or in a different group from you. You feel like that person is getting ready to treat you better. Yeah, he getting ready to treat you better in the physical. Maybe, maybe not. But I promise you, energetically, he's draining you. Period. So then when you feel like you can't get your mind right, you can't get your life together, everything is all over the place, it's because the energy that you need to take care of yourself, you just gave it away. The energy you need to do the things that you know you want to do, you don't have it because you gave it all away. Women been doing this forever, and it's time to stop. If you want to live the best life that you can live, you have to be very stingy with your time and with your energy. And I'm talking from experience. I know what it was like to be in a relationship with somebody that was draining me. Baby, I looked like I was 45 years old and I was in my 20s. Okay? It wasn't until now that, I've cleaned up my energy, of course, the spirit, but I've been cleaned and restored. And now I don't have all of this, excess energy being released from me. It's all for me. So now when it comes to my purpose, what I do, all my energy goes towards what it is that I need to do. And I don't have a bunch of leeches and people just sucking on me and taking away from me. I don't have that. And even if it's just as simple as the conversation, just like I told you, people can just drain you and it's just a conversation. You may feel like, well, there's nothing wrong with just talking to a person. There's nothing wrong with just, being there for them. Listen, it is something wrong with it if you are giving to them and they're not giving back to you. There's something wrong with that. And we have to be real. We have to be real. If you're talking to a person, I don't care if it's your family member. If you're talking to a person and you know that this person does things and you're like, it raises your eyebrow. They say things. Your eyebrow go up like, what? What did they just say? Why do they do this? Why would I need them to be there for me? They're not there for me. What? Your eyebrow going up for a reason. That's spirit. You're getting the messages. You're getting the warnings. But if you don't, like I said, if you don't do nothing, then they're going to keep hitting you upside your head and you're not doing nothing about it. And see, we've been conditioned to believe all we need to do is just sit down and talk. Let's just talk about it. Let's just have a conversation and this and that. Have the conversation. But if you got to have that conversation year after year after year after year, they're not getting it. They're not getting it. And they are who they are. And it's okay for them to be the way that they are. But you have to decide who you want in your life. This is your life, your reality, and you can decide who you want in it. If you have even a sister or a brother or your closest best friend that is taking from you, and you know that you're giving them more than they're giving you, then you have to decide if you want that person in your life. And I promise you, when you decide to release these relationships, then you will have new experiences with new people, and those people will love you and nurture you and respect you. That's the biggest thing. The people in your life are not respecting you. Why? Because you don't respect yourself. This is what soulmates do. that's why I tell you, soulmates are not always your best friend. Soulmates mistreat you sometimes. Most of the time, okay? Your soulmates are just souls that have incarnated the same time that you have. It's every single person that you encounter. These are your soulmates. Some of them treat you well and some of them do not, but they all are teachers. You can learn from every one of them, and they are your mirror. They are your mirrors. They are showing you how you treat yourself. So if you have people that are disrespectful to you, then you must be disrespecting yourself in some way. Don't look outside. Go within. When people are doing certain things to you and you feel like you don't like what they're doing to you, then don't judge them. That's who they are. And you can't change them, but you can change yourself. So then you start to do some work, healing work. Go be by yourself. Get you a journal. Take your cleansing baths. Start to get up and be a part of a community. Be a part of a community of people that are doing the same things that you're doing. There are many groups that are going to support you. There are many leaders that Spirit is calling forward to help you. Be a part of a community of people that will support you. You don't have to be a part of the community or the family that so-called is supposed to be your blood or your best friend. Listen, you are supposed to be changing. You are here to change. You are here to do things that you have never done before. And if you want new experiences, then you have to call them in. And the way you call them in is by making room. So you release what no longer serves you, and then you allow some new experiences to come in. That's what we do. And we don't judge those people who are doing the things that they're doing. We thank them. This is the reason why you always, hear ascended masters thanking the negative forces or, not really like at war with these negative aspects of life, because they understand that they are helping you to see yourself. But most of the time, we're just focused on the impact, how they make us feel. We're complaining and we're sad and all these other type of things. But I'm here to let you know, because I'm your favorite cousin, Ken, okay? I'm your cousin now. I'm going to let you know that they are just mirroring you, how you feel about yourself. And if you don't like that, then you can make changes. And once your energy changes, this is why I love spirituality, because your energy has to change. It's not enough to do a ritual. It's not enough to pray. It's not enough for you to follow the rules and be perfect. That's not enough. You have to make some decisions. You have to do something. You got to get some skin in this game. You feel me? Which means that you have to do some things. And based off of your decisions, energetically, now you become a certain person. So you can start off being the type of person that's just nice and helpful and wanting to be there for everybody and things like that. You can start off that way, and that's okay. Have people use you, mistreat you, abuse you, take your kindness for weak and all these things, okay? They try to play you out. Then you say, you know what? I'm not going to be like that no more. Nope. I'm done with that. So in order for me to help a person, they need to be showing up a certain type of way. They need to be helping themselves. I need to see that they're helping themselves, and then I'll help them. It's like me and what I do. I can tell y'all all day long, listen, Spirit gave me something to give to you. All right. If you want to move forward in your life and you want to grow, you want to ascend, you want to do all these things in your life, I can help you. I can tell you that all day long. But baby, let me tell you what I'm not going to do. Go out there and try to persuade anybody to be a part of what it is that I know that Spirit gave to me to give to you. Because you have to do the work. You have to take steps. I'm just going to be right here. Okay? I'm going to stay right where I am. And that's how you have to be. Who you are. You have to be who you are. And those that are ready to connect with you, they will show you that they're ready. People who want to be a part of your life, they will show up a certain type of way. And then these are people that I want to connect with. You want to connect with people who have motion, meaning that they are moving, not just in the world. We're not talking about financial. We're not talking about money. We're not talking about none of that celebrity bull snot, okay? None of that. I'm talking about people that you know are transforming. They are changing. These are people who take their growth seriously. These are people who have integrity. These are people that are like you. There are people that are like you in the world. They may not be in your family. They may not be your close friends, but there are people like you in the world. And Spirit will align you with these people. There's no coincidence that we cross paths, okay? So when you are aligned with these people, then you connect with these type of people and you release the people that are taking advantage of you. And have the conversation. A lot of times we're scared to even have the conversation because we don't want to hurt nobody's feelings. We don't want to say something that's going to hurt somebody's feelings. We don't want to let people know that we are choosing to love ourselves. We're not letting people know that what they're doing is bothering us. We're just letting them do whatever they want to do. And then some people like me, I used to be like this. I would just cut you off and just not even say how I feel. I'm just done talking to you. And then one day they look up and it's 2 years later. They're like, dang, I ain't talked to Ken in a long time. No, you haven't, because I cut you off and I ain't thinking about you. But you know what Spirit told me about that? You're not helping them because they don't even know why you cut them off. They don't even know what they were doing that was bothering you and that caused the relationship to end. So how can they become better? You can't help them if you're not being honest. And again, we're talking about that candor, being honest and open and expressive. We're learning this. Remember that new moon that just passed, that Gemini new moon that just passed? We're in this energy. And I know you probably can watch or listen to this or watch this at any time. Energy is fluid, okay? There is no time. Time doesn't even exist. Especially as you continue to grow and ascend and you become more spiritually connected. Listen, I don't even know what time it is most days. I don't know what date it is. I don't know what time it is. I don't know what day it is. But whenever you hear this, just know that the world has shifted. And the way that we communicate with each other is now going to be different. It's going to be more heartfelt. It's going to be more sincere. People are going to have to connect to one another, and we're going to have to learn to live together. But we have to express ourselves. We can't just take the pain of what people are doing to us and just allow it to be anymore. That time is over. And if people are doing that, whether they're aware of it or not aware, because some people are just not aware that they're a certain way, then we have to speak up. As light workers, those of us who are raising the vibration of the planet, we cannot be afraid to speak. That's an issue. And we got to work on ourselves because, again, that's something that we need to know that we need to work on within ourselves. And that's the work that we need to do. Why is it that we feel like we don't want to speak? Who tried to silence you? Who told you to shut up when you was a child? Who told you that your voice was annoying? Who told you that what you have to say is not important? Who made you feel like you were not important? Do this work so that you can go back and you can cleanse and heal from that, and you can know that you are important and your voice is very necessary. How you feel is very necessary, but we have to learn how to communicate. The first thing we do when things don't go right, we get angry. The first thing we do when things don't go our way or somebody's doing something or we get angry because somebody trying to play us, we want to cuss somebody out. But we're older. Most of us, those of you that are listening to me, we're grown. We should not still be fighting each other because we're not being heard or somebody's doing something to us and we have to fight them to get our point across. I don't need to fight nobody to get my point across, even though I used to be that type of person, but I'm grown now. I can tell you how I feel because I know how I feel. But again, that's the work we have to do on ourselves so we can know how we feel. How do you feel? How is this person making you feel? If you're always pushing down how you feel, then you don't know how you feel. And even if you know how you feel, you are pushing in the back of your mind like it's not a big deal. When it is a big deal. And you have to express that to the person or whoever it is. You let them know, this is how you're making me feel. And if this behavior continues, if we continue like this, then I'm going to disconnect from you. Very clearly. And once you have that conversation with a person, just be ready. Be ready. Because there may come a time when you're going to have to stand on that. And I don't care how much you love this person. I don't care if you grew up with this person. I don't care if you've been around this person for 25 years. If they show that they're not ready to change, they're not willing to be a part of your life, show up in a certain type of way, then you have to be willing to protect yourself. Remember, you are the parent now. Your inner child is depending on you. When you were a child, you had to depend on your parents. But now, your inner child is depending on you to protect her or him, to do what it is that you need to do so that you can have the best life. And that's always going to be eliminating those relationships that no longer serve you and allowing new relationships in. That will always be the case. We will not always have the same friendship or relationship forever. That's something that, again, we've been conditioned to believe that relationships last forever. They don't. They won't. And they shouldn't. Because if you stay in relationship with the same people, then that means that you're not growing. Because you're always going to be attracting new partnerships. And you should be. And there's nothing wrong with that. And those that are growing with you, they'll stay with you. But those who are at a certain level and they're not ready to grow or they're not willing to grow, then you have to do what you have to do to love yourself. This is what self-love looks like. Self-love looks like discipline. Self-love looks like self-respect. And it's not anybody's fault out there that is doing something to you. It's not their fault. You have to respect yourself. And then you will attract relationships from people that will respect you too. They'll show up for you the same way that you show up for everybody else. You know how anybody can pick up the phone and call you and you always pick up your phone, you there for them? There are people in this world that are the same way. And I'm one of them. I'm one of those people. I don't care if I call you my friend or we're close. You can call me for anything. Anything that I have, I'll give it to you. I'm one of those people. And I know that there are women out there like that. Or just like me. I know it. I believe it. And these are the women that I want to connect to. I want to connect to women that have the heart to love not just themselves, not just doing everything for themselves, not just glamorizing and glitzing and, doing all this great stuff for themselves. It's not about that. I want to be around women that take care of themselves, respect themselves, and they have more than enough to share because they have enough for themselves. So they give from the overflow. That's the type of women that I want to be around. So anyway, I love you. That's the message for today. All right. It's time for you to set some boundaries. I know we talked about this a little while ago, but I don't even think that it's something that we need to do like just right now. It's just not for right now. I'm talking about forever. This needs to be a part of your personality. Like you have to incorporate this in your personality. You have to become a woman of candor, someone who is open and honest, not rude and nasty. I'm not talking about that because there are women who are on the extreme opposite and they're nasty and they're disrespectful and all that. I'm not talking about that. I'm talking about women that have a great big heart to love, but you don't have that balance of darkness. You don't have that balance with your shadow. You're afraid of darkness. You're afraid of the shadow because the way that the world and religion and things have conditioned you to be. But I'm here to let you know that dark part of you that we all have, everybody has it, once it is tamed, then you will learn how to allow that part of you to speak up for you and allow you to be balanced with the masculine and feminine within yourself. The feminine aspect of you is just always going to give all the time. You just want to love and nurture everybody. But sometimes you have to step into that masculine sometime and protect yourself. You have to do it sometime. All right. All right, cousin, I love you so much. Those of you who are ready to move on and move forward, listen, join our community. All right. You have community, you have family. And not only do you have family, but you have someone that's going to keep it real with you. Okay. I love you so much, and I'll talk to you soon. Bye. Hey, cousin. If you're interested in joining our powerful community of women supporting each other through our healing and transformation journey, make sure that you look for the Lighthouse ATL on all social media platforms: YouTube, TikTok, not on Instagram, but Twitter, LinkedIn, everywhere else. Look for the Lighthouse ATL, okay? You do not have to do it on your own. We are done with these solo dolo missions, okay? We're going to work together. We're going to heal together. We're going to cry together. We're going to laugh together. We're going to travel together. Listen, join our level up movement, and I will see you soon. Bye.